Today's adventure is going to be a little bit different. Well, I should say something I have never done before. I will be seeing the new Scream 2022 film, and then immediately after, going to be going to the locations that are in the general neighborhood within a few miles. It's just something I've never done before. Seen a movie and then immediately go to the locations. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. Yes?
Scott on tape.
Scott on tape also here. I was going to introduce you. You got to give me a moment to let it kind of permeate the intro.
You know me. I'm a little bit of a spastic monkey.
You are like me. You are into the Scream franchise.
I'm so excited.
You have done a lot of the locations of all the Screams. I was lucky enough to get inside Stu's house from part one. The first is my favorite. I like all of them, but number one for me.
For sure.
We are going to do something very interesting. Last night we were talking about what should we do tomorrow, and then it hit us. Neither one of us have seen the new Scream 2022 film.
And I didn't see it because we were on lockdown in Ontario, Toronto, where I'm from.
Right.
And the day I left was the day the lockdown lifted.
Okay.
So then I've been traveling since. So the movie theaters were closed.
That's not what happened to me. I just have not seen it because I've been too busy.
Right.
And everyone I know, other than you, has already seen it that's into the horror genre.
And we will be giving away no spoiler. You know what?
Yes.
I'm going to go make a purchase of something.
What, you're going to go make a purchase? All right, I'm inviting you to join. By the way, we're going to go in. Are you heading out? You're going to go in the movie, though. You going to come back?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Scott's going to go purchase something. Are we going to use it later?
I think so.
All right, you go purchase that. I'm going to go in and get us seats.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get the...
It's just weird watching you do it.
Get the thing.
Join me, shall you? Join me, shall you? Join me, shall you? Join me, shall you? Join me, shall you?
Join me. Shall you? Also, it's supposed to be a reboot, but it's also the sequel to part 4. Let's get in there. Join me. You're supposed to be going to this.
Shall you?
And I should also add in, all I have seen is the trailer, so I really know nothing about this other than watching the trailer, and I looked up to see where it was filmed, and it is in Wilmington, all within, all the spots, the majority of them, within 4 or 5 miles of here at the Point 14, the theater we've chosen. All right, just got out of the 12:15 showing, so it's now about just 2-hour movie. Also, we ended up getting something from the cafe there. Went to the matinee, and there we are. I've given it the thumbs up before it began, but honestly, I liked it. And we'll discuss it a little bit more as we go on. The first spot is 3 miles from where the movie poster is in front of where we just saw it. Heading over there now. The commute was about 2 minutes from it's. Now this is where the film begins. Now we will be showing some of the spots, but not going to give too many details. The movie's been out for what, a few weeks now?
Yep, about 3 weeks.
As of this moment, it's been out for about 3 weeks. The movie's doing pretty good. I think it's already made 5 times the money it cost to create back. So the box office is pretty good, but a couple of the main characters were sitting right here having a discussion at the Cardinal Lanes. Now, I cover a lot of stuff from 3 decades. I do a lot of 80s stuff and a lot of 90s filming locations. This is very current, so all the spots we're going to go to are going to look identical as they did. And it's also, I have never done a filming location right after I saw the movie. Have you?
Not right after I've seen the movie, like come from a theater, and never have I actually been here so soon after I've seen a movie.
Right, we drove past, we saw this, and we were like...
They're sitting right here, the 2 characters, right here. And I will give one thing away that has nothing to do. One of the main characters in the film is Dennis Quaid's son.
Oh, that's right, Dennis Quaid. You said that looks like Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
And we waited till the credits, and you were right, Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah, he's really good in it. And they're sitting right here. She's here, he's there.
She takes a phone call right over here. Kind of like from that angle there.
They get a nice shot coming in from where they show the name of the bowling alley too.
Yeah, right there.
All the way coming down while she's sitting alone at the very beginning.
And I'm not going to show too many kind of screen grabs from the film, but obviously because there's not many, but might show a few that I find online as the day progresses. Sounds good, right? Kind of a little bit of a different filming location video. I've never done anything like this before. See the movie, get in the car, drive a couple minutes away to all the spots in the same towns. Wilmington, North Carolina.
I do have an idea, Adam, how we can spice it up a little, though.
How are we going to spice it up?
I got something that I bought.
What if you got a phone call right now? Wouldn't that be just like kind of terrifying?
Nobody calls me.
I'm gonna call you right now.
You don't have my number.
I'm calling you. Is your phone ringing?
Do it.
Ring!
Oh, actually, yeah.
Ring! Ring! What's your favorite scary movie?
Titanic.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nothing better than a good movie, spending the day at some locations, and a piping hot caffeinated beverage after the film. Big the foot. I feel like I'm in Woodsboro right now. There is this one behind the scenes photo found online. There's the boom. Oh, there's some scream. Is Ghostface around?
I think he might be soon.
And just a couple miles from where we just were in this parking lot was where the guy with the sports car was looking across at all of the, towards the beginning of the film as well, where a lot of the introductions of the characters were in front of this tree. And they were kind of making some eye contact. Again, you kind of have to see the movie. Right over here on the other side of this tree were a lot of picnic tables, and it very reminiscent of the first film with the introduction of the characters. In the '96 film, which is my favorite, they're sitting around a fountain. But in this one, kind of a lot of nods to the very first one. A lot of good nods to the whole franchise. Makes you, kind of gives you the feels of all the different Screams, all mixed up into one in the 22 version. The picnic tables were all right along in here. And even though the reveal of Ghostface is not till a little bit later, and not in this scene, some say that he can be seen around this neck of the woods if you look carefully. Ghostface out there anywhere? I don't see Ghostface. I think it's time to move on to the... Scott! Moving on to the next spot. Scott! We're going to the next... We gotta move on to the next spot. Where the heck is he? Now made the commute over to the corner of Arden and Country Club Road. This was Tara's home, which can be seen kind of at the start when we get the phone call at the beginning. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, as I said. There you are. Oh, hey, what happened to you?
Oh, I have a jazzercise mahjong tournament. I was at a...
Why is your hair messed up?
I just love to do that.
Okay.
Love to do that.
So, you know, I was just talking about how this is Tara Carpenter's house, which I'm thinking is probably a John Carpenter nod. And also,
I would think so.
She gets a phone call from Wes, which I think is a Wes Craven nod.
His name is Wes.
So there's a lot of good little nods into
the
this.
Horror films and mentions of horror, famous horror characters.
You sound a little winded. You've been like running? I just talked to some locals that are out walking their dog in the neighborhood, and they said that they were here when production was taking place. It went over a span of 4 days. They needed to come back here for a pickup a little bit later, and they said the interiors of the kitchen took place in here as well.
And it definitely looks like they use the interiors of the hallway right there, because those windows on the side do match up to what I remember. There are 4 windows going down. And one thing I wanted to add Adam, that's fun to say, is it's kind of somewhat, it doesn't look like Drew Barrymore's house from the first one, but with the big tree with the swing. Didn't she have a swing?
I think there was.
On the tree? I mean, I'm sure that's their people's house, but it kind of
has that vibe.
Kind of has a callback. Kind of has that vibe.
This is I can see why they use this. This is pretty neat looking house. You know, I don't think, from what I recall, we're just only seen it once, which was a couple hours ago.
Right.
I don't remember really seeing the trees prominently.
It's very dark.
I'm not really going to give a review of the film, just to let you know that I enjoyed it, and I think anyone that appreciates the franchise of Scream would enjoy it. All the little tidbits they throw in. All right, got to move on to the next spot. Just got to find. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen Scott around? I'm looking for. You haven't seen him? That's a no? That is for posterity right there. You look very menacing, but really, you're just you're a happy fella. You doing that jazzercise again? Now this neighborhood here is where probably in my opinion, one of the climactic scenes about halfway through that just kind of made me go, oh heck no.
Yeah.
Like it really took me by surprise. I don't want to give too much away, but right here on this very corner was where the new sheriff, I don't want to give too much away, but the sheriff lived right here. All right, we're gonna pull over, take a look. It looks exactly the same because it was just filmed last year. Yeah, this scene right here, that is definitely the one that's gonna be kind of etched in my head. Wasn't expecting what happened. It was a good one.
And there's more than one occurrence in this house.
More than, what was the other occurrence?
Well,
I'm thinking of the one that kind of, well, I don't want to give too much.
Something happens outside the house and something happens
I'm thinking of what happened outside the house.
Right, but there's inside too.
But also, that's true.
Yes. Yes.
A double dose.
Right by that front door. We won't give anything away.
Dang.
One on one side, one on the other. I'm used to being on camera, but I'm not used to using Adam's camera, but I can't find Adam, and that's very, very annoying. I'm going to move on to the next spot, because I can do this myself. I can just wing it. See a moo-moo, this person. Hey, Mrs. Roper, have you seen...
Now behind this building is where the guy with the sports car is kind of a little bit obnoxious. Something happens to him around the back of this building. Just realizing though, that this over here, this bar was used in another horror film filmed here in Wilmington within the last couple of years. And that's a whole other subject, but that building can be seen. So this whole area is becoming a thriving horror film destination. If I learned anything from the film we watched a little earlier, is do not take a tinkle against, I said do not take a try to put it against a wall in the very same spot. Because something might happen in the parking lot after you use this as a restroom facility. Right. That's not really a spoiler. That's kind of something you would see. Okay, so right along there, and then behind us, something very dramatic happened. But this is the same wall, same brick, same door. There was a lot of spray paint through here. All this was kind of like tagged and graffitied up.
Yeah, it looks a lot. They really dressed it. They really dressed it. I don't think these benches would have been here either.
I don't know who just drove by us at a very slow pace, but that was interesting.
I don't think Ghostface can drive.
But the car was right over. Well, Michael Myers could drive.
That's true.
In the first film, he had that station wagon.
It's aiming right towards.
Going right off memory.
Mm-hmm. Right towards us. That minivan.
The lights. It wasn't a minivan. It was a sports car.
Yeah, right. Sports car. Right here.
So you know who the actor was?
He was in the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. The one that.
Oh.
That's where he's
the
from.
one who was kind of he had like a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah, he was the rebel in the
He was the rebel.
It just came to me who he is.
Reminded me of the guy from Stranger Things who drives the car around. At first I was like, I kind of getting like some Stranger Things vibes. You know, the guy who was the lifeguard.
Never seen one episode. Stranger Things.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I've seen every episode of 90210 though.
Huh.
With the new Brandon and Dylan.
All right, we're now approaching what will be our last spot, and in the trailer, I'm not giving anything away, but it was the reveal that Neve Campbell would be returning as Sydney. And this was kind of difficult. We, in fact, parked at the Riverwalk about a mile or two from here, thinking it was a different bridge. But if you come out, if you make the pilgrimage to these spots, realize it's down here next to the convention center, and the bridge you're looking for is up here with this kind of power pole looking item behind it, not the one with the big archway.
So this iconic location that's shown in the trailer, which is the big reveal of Neve Campbell, who, by the way, is my ex-wife. She still owes me money. I don't like to talk about it. She's from Toronto, like myself. There's another shot at the end of the film. I'm not going to give anything away of Neve Campbell. That gave me chills when I saw it.
There's two good moments.
Too good with Neve. And like I said, she still owes me a little bit of cash. It's okay.
That is quite the sunset. This is a good place. Should also stress, we're not covering in detail every single. We just wanted to go to the movie and then drive around a couple miles here and there, all in the same general vicinity neighborhood of where Scream 2022 or Scream 5, even though it's just called Scream, which is kind of weird because the '96 is the original Scream. Nonetheless, all in the same neighborhood where we saw them.
Probably what will happen is in about 5 or 6 years, after the movies have time to settle, we've had time to watch a million times, Adam will come do a full and complete locations video, and then I'll copy his and do it a week later.
And here's the moment, just kind of matching this up. You see the bridge off in the distance? There is Nev, and she's kind of doing a little jog. And someone called. I want to say who calls her. Someone. I don't want to say who calls her.
No, it's not.
It's not who you might think. And she's about right here.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of lining up from that moment from the trailer.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're filming.
Filming. So you pinpointed it right here to the angle, because behind us, where there are some people kind of taking photos as well, is this little item. So that's behind us. So
right.
A few feet forward is where she was standing.
That's it.
Right there. Well, kind of more like that. Of course, it wasn't a sunset. It's probably more early morning than nighttime. Looks like they didn't have were the benches in there?
Yeah, the benches are right there.
That's true. Look at that.
Same light fixtures.
Yeah, there's people sitting in the benches, some extras over there.
Yeah. And the light fixtures go all the way down. You can even see where all the little slots and everything.
That's it. In the trailer. So we're not giving away any spoilers.
No.
Even though by now, most people should have seen it if they're going to see it.
Right. If you're a Scream fan, you've seen it. If you're a horror fan, you've seen it.
Now, would you recommend anyone that likes I recommend anyone that likes the franchise to go see it, because I like it.
What's your favorite scary movie? And did you like the Scream 22? What's your review?
I'd see it again and again and again, but again, right now I'm on the phone with Nav right now, trying to get that money.
You're on the phone with me.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
This is Ghostface. Ring!
Hello?
Hello, Scott.
Hey, what's up?
What did you think of the new Scream 2020? And was it your favorite scary movie?
Well, my favorite is Friday the 13th Part 2, but this is really, really, really up there. I liked it. I think it's maybe in my top, it's definitely in my top 5 of Scream movies, but it's probably my second it's my second favorite. It's probably my second favorite. Oh, Ghostface, I'm looking right at you. I'm talking to you.
How's it going?
I thought I could hear an echo. It's my second favorite Scream. It's my second favorite. I thought it was really well done.
Mine too, Scott.
Thank you, Ghostface.
We could just talk like this.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I guess I have to say Scream because you're right beside me. Did you have Bratwurst?
Give me your what you do recommend for people to go see it?
I do. I do, because it calls back so many of the other movies, plus the stab movies that are inside the Scream movies. Does callbacks to all of those, and then you've got an iconic location in the third act.
I know. We don't want to give that away.
No, we're not going to give it an iconic location that is just perfect. And Nev and Courtney Cox.
Although it's in the trailer.
It
so
is?
Maybe some know.
Yes. If
And
you like,
some don't. Wait a second. Hold on 1 second. Did you see the trailer?
You're not on the phone. You got to talk on the phone.
I had to hear a ring first.
Ring.
Hello.
What's your favorite scary trailer?
I gotta go with Miss Congeniality too, because I really like the first one, but the second one looks like they were overselling Shatner.
This was a fun day, and that's going to do it for today from Wilmington, North Carolina. Where the heck is Scott? Have you seen Scott? Have you seen Scott around? Are you Scott? You're not Scott? No, not Scott.
No.
You got something to? You sound like you got something to say, Ghostface.
I got something to say.
You got something to say?
All this destruction. Everything I've done. What did I do it for? What's it all been for? And can I do more? That's the question. Will there be a Scream 6? I don't know. These look like Snoopy ears, if you ask me. Oh, hey!
You actually really scared.
There's 2 of us. 2 of us.
Which one's Stu?
I'm Beef Stew.
Can I be Stu?
I want to be Skeet always.
Wait, I'm Ghostface. You want to be Skeet?
It looks like we both have lockjaw.
Oh, do the thing with the hand where it slides off the side of the blade.
Oh, he does it
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna do it for today.
Yeah.
Ghostface. Someone's calling.
Someone's calling again? Oh, I'm happy with my long distance carrier.
I just like how the sunset looks back here. Look at the sunset. You know, now that I think about it,
We bought 2 masks, but we didn't buy 2 outfits.
No, just me.
Can I borrow your outfit?
You don't want it after this. No. Oh, by the way, can I say subscribe?
You can
Stop
say
it.
subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's
If you look at this, is horrifying.
It's fun to go right up the camera like that. Look at that. Do it again. Oh, yeah.
Let me. Oh, you got a phone call coming in.
Uh-oh. Again?
Ghostface.
I can't find my phone under my moo-moo. Hold on.
Ring. What's your favorite channel to subscribe to?
Oh, goodness. There are so many.
You're supposed to plug your own channel. Scott
I'm from
on
Canada.
Scott on tape.
It's weird.
Vlog. I can see my eyes. That is creepy.
Could
The
you see your eyes?
vlog is over. Why am I still talking on the phone?
The vlog is over. Good?
All right. That sunset looks so cool.